Hey everybody, and welcome to something a little bit different. This is Arcade Spirits, and I'm going to straight out and say it, I've never played a visual novel before. They're usually a little outside of my wheelhouse, but a good friend of mine bought this for me back at Christmas, and I figured I'd play it on stream, because why not? The only reason I really know about this game at all, and I believe the only reason the friend who bought me this game is that I keep up with Loading Ready Run, who, for those who don't know, internet comedy group, Loading Ready Run, one of the guys is Graham Stark, and he's in this game. Oh, turn the music down. Yep. Let's do that. There we go. How's that? Are we good now? We're good. Excellent. Alright, let's get to her then. Start. I have no idea what we're in for. I'm completely blind on this one. Okay. Economic bracket lower middle. Boy, I know that one. Employment category wow! Okay! I've been here for 2 minutes and I'm already feeling very attacked right now. Premium level assistance. Good lord. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Overriding denial of assistance. Thank you. Justification hope. Yes, grit those teeth. Aha! Arcade. Arcade. Ha 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 ha. Very nice. Alright. Let's get a me going on here. Oh, okay. We're going to go with lock. That's like... That's my hair when I haven't styled it. Skin tone. Pale. No, I'm not that pale. Yeah, that's a good start. Hair. Sort of... that's a bit too... That's about close to what I've got. Clothing colour. Yeah, grey is pretty close to my usual. And first name. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted just to leave it at that. To just leave it as. Yeah, you know what? We will be Ari Kada. I like that. Yeah, that's correct. That'll do me. For the sake of his hopes and dreams. Oh boy, how hosed am I? Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here. Winners don't use drugs. Oh man. It's old school. Put your quarter up. That feels like it's a turn of phrase. The future year 20XTX, a dark year in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe be to the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. Robots, maybe. Evil robots, how does that work? Yeah, no, sorry. Future year 20XTX is pretty much exactly what I expected to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro-gamer celebs, internet trolls, personal assistant AI, cheese-flavoured snack foods. This is a great start. I'm liking this. But even with such wonders as 20XTX holds, to date I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and a lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kiddies peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing, trust me on this. Can confirm, kids will pee in anything. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool, let me show you. Behold my quaint little apartment. Yikes, that's familiar. can't complain really. It's paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent, neighbourhood stabbings have been down this year, and my roomie picks up my stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most of my family tree, or at least I was
You
before
got fired from another job?
Look,
Seriously? Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
I mean, I can't help it, alright? A horrified looking young woman would be my roommate and childhood friend Juniper. Juniper's one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job, like,
I don't
today.
get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? Because you actually enjoyed that job more than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks at the very least. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The centre does not hold. It's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? Yeah, kinda. No, I mean the community centre literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Yeah, I mean that'll about do it. Whatever, I'll get another job. Any job will do so long as it makes the rent, right? I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those crappy jobs. I mean, yeah, I've run night shifts and they suck. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that? I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
Damn it, I tried. Find a new job that's just as good, if not better than the lifeguarding job. Start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of a class to give a speech and I've got to put on my pants and your dream job. Oh. I don't know. Have you really given it any serious thought? I mean, I have, but for the sake of this character, I haven't.
I've got it.
Okay. Virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being too late to meetings. Totally free too. That? Okay, if somebody actually told me about a virtual life coach app, I would be immediately specific. Yeah. Wasn't he the guy that ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? That is not the issue here. $500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Oh, so it is a scam. Yes, a job with less socks and urine would be nice. I'll think about it. In the end, I installed the app, couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I found it annoying, I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her own life without troubling herself over mine as well. Both of us had it rough up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well, but she's been firmly in my corner for all my life. The two of us against any dark forces aligning against me. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes. Skilled, no. Typically the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending a helping hand, but yeah. The main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidney sold in the black market or something. Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time the morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she did leave a note for me, pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. Thanks, Mum. So, moment of truth. Do I trust Juma's weird little app or go find a job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Let's give it a go. Why not? I feel like this is kind of leading. Figuring at the very least her miracle app could possibly help me find me a job. I load it up, tap the icon, and...
Hello!
My phone is alive! Ha! Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anyone else would freak out about a cute girl climbing out of their phone, but me, I went, huh. Also, it's one of those new kinda 3D screens, so, you know, not exactly magical realism here, but very normal in the distant year of future XDX.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums.
Okay, I need to get a job and buy the ad-free version, otherwise I am gonna go haywire.
Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime?
Don't make me hungry, I've just eaten.
Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
No!
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts.
No!
I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
Okay, I'm scared already. Pretty tall order for an app to do. Are you some sort of wish-granting genie? Massively interconnected database searching virtual assistants could be considered kind of a genie in a bottle. I cannot wait until, like, those stupid Google Assistant things actually size up into this. All I can do is give you the chance to improve your life, but what you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation you won't get anywhere. Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest. Yeah.
Hooray!
Really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Why should I use... Yeah, why should I use this app at all? Advanced Emotional Language Interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. Are we about to hit singularity? I hope not. I can help you sort your life out by analysing your personality and finding the perfect path in life, all thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. Not gonna lie, every one of those, like, personality tests I've ever taken have been super easy to just game, basically. Pun not intended. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't find a word to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? Sure. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way you can be the sort of person you want to be. That's creepy. The system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analysing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers in your responses to quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things to end in Y. That's correct, my branding game is on point. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of situations. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirit, but a badly timed joke may not win over a room. Got it. Whoa. Doom noise. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. Let's just play the game with the colour tags turned off. Okay, can I do that from here? How does one do that? I'm not seeing a colour tags option here. Oh, she'll give you the option. Okay. So, steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Okay. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. It also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Got it! Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build up a personality profile based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both, who knows? I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy and never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad.
Nope.
They're all useful in the rice contest. There are no bad choices. Consider what you say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Easy. You can gamify your personality. Oh, don't do that. Good lord. That way lies some real horrors. It's fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. So let's see my patent pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? I mean, I've got it. I do love a good dad joke. Never said I was good at dad jokes. I said let's just go for them. You've seen the identity indicators in action. Do you want to see the indicators or make a more informed decision? Okay, hide the indicators as. Yeah, let's be genuine and not try and like go through a path here. We'll always be able to spot the basic responses. As we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity and identifiers. In fact, let me show you
Good
now.
work.
Such a strong personality of the one dialogue choice I've made. Yep, off to a great start. You're scoring me. Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I've got to gamify it a little. I mean, she's honest, so. Studies show that achievements, or chivos, as the kids say, encourage app engagement. And what's with the empty space on the left? They also track virtual responses from people you meet. And to get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Okay, so that's going to be the relationship scores. So will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life? Oh man. You're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them. It'll be obvious when you're doing that. Yeah, that's true. I promise that if you bungle a few social encounters, you won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed, just relaxing and fun. Thank you. Oh my god. I've never played a visual novel, but I have played games that have like dialogue trees, and it's like, oh, you made the wrong choice, and that's just like doom. All right. Scorecard with Q. All right. Score on the upper right. How is any of that supposed to help me get a job?
Hmm?
I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims he's a great life coach for the unemployed. What good is taking a quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack?
Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
Yeah, that's true. You could end up doing that if you like were terrified of upsetting anybody. You could talk to ghosts, not that kind of spirit. You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. Yeah, we're not gonna go full. Oh crap! Sixth Sense. That was that.
No,
movie.
silly. I mean your spirit, your hopes and dreams, your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Yeah, seriously? How's a robot gonna do that? Often, you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place, but if you'd rather focus on gainful employment, for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating, that is a recipe for disaster. I've seen it in action, it doesn't end well. Hitting on co-workers from day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? How I want to handle this new opportunity. Open to the possibility if I meet anyone nice. Stay focused, play it cool on day one at least. Not interested in romance. Let's play it cool for now. Find a career, any sweet loving that can come later. I'm sure as you get to know people better, romance will eventually bloom. Or not, it's up to you really. Now let's get started. To finish analysing your personal history, please authorise me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Oh boy! This is some kind of scam. Yep, I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub full of ice missing a kidney. God damn it, not again. I can only... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Time out,
Bad
Iris!
command or file name?
Yes, that was sarcasm. Please do not sell my kidneys. Strictly trying to find your dream job. Yeah.
Please enjoy this
fine.
recorded music.
So, do I just stand here or...
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, whoa. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview 30 minutes from now. Some nice clothes. Okay, what? For your interview. Where are we going? How did you do that? It's taken me days to get interviews anywhere else. You just did that in half a minute. Yeah, no kidding, she's awesome. Holy crap. 8:20 AM bus? Oh crap. I didn't even brush my teeth. I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I mean, she did just get me an interview in like 20 seconds. It's usually taken me weeks, so let's go. A normal person with some high standards. Hey, I've got standards. They ain't high, but I got them. Would have deleted the app rather than hop on a bus to meet up with someone who's very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. I do seem to be dwelling on that. Mia was already getting dressed before she finished the sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims to be serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe salesman job at best. But... We would laugh at the very... Yeah, it would be a fun story. I choose to trust in the science. That's a stretch. What is my dream anyway? I mean, I myself, I have dreams, but does my character? That's another question. Fuck it, let's do this. Go with the flow. Let's... What the hell? Let's do this. I need to get my life in gear, so what's the harm in diving into something this wacky? Okay, there could be a lot of harm, granted, but the alternative is to mope around the apartment for weeks, and then egads go and get a job anyway. So screw it, I'm on this runaway train, let's see how far it goes. I came to realise a week later that turned out to be the best impulsive decision I've ever made. Man, that'd be nice. Funplex. That's what happens when you suplex a claim. The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is... well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of 19XTX, places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into a tight space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enibus. Ugh! Which sounds
Listen.
nasty. Hey, listen. Thank you, Navi. I think that's just two things that no human being should ever combine. Yeah, that sounds awful. I've just noticed. Boring clothing store, delightfully dull. Everything they sell is beige. No, I mean about your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or oral books. I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. What the blank? Behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Huh. Trust me on this. I reference and cross-reference your personality details, personal history and social media connections. This is your dream job. Raise its hand, I would not be against working in an arcade if it was like, one of those sort of old-style ones. My dream job, really?
99.97%.
That's bold. Before we explain my confusion. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs, 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everyone who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef TM, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce, with paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder Iris seems to see this as a dream job. Video games weren't always this popular though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1983, we inherently avoided a serious industry crash, which would have led... Oh, that's E.T.! Ah, so that's the point at which this world is dividing, is the Atari crash. Narrowly avoided a serious industry crash with less industry... which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad like hula hoops, no mainstream acceptance. Man, wouldn't that have been a thing? For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kids' movie about a cute alien who wanted to phone home. If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced, it had ruined video games for years. Hi, Adrian. Fortunately, cooler head prevailed and the game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. Thank you. I actually watched the documentary about that, and literally all of that came down to one executive who was like, no, we're doing it for this year, and like wouldn't hear any different. And it was his entire, like that one guy's fault, pretty much. The crisis only exists in theory. Well, lucky you. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like for people living in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong. Our gamers considered nerds and outcasts, our arcades vanishing points of nostalgia. Don't hurt me like this. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run of it only to come up short. Considering Iris was started getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no, it's an interesting prospect, but... I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.97%.
Won't this be like my lifeguard job though? Satisfying but short-lived? Kool-Aid Man comic? Pardon? Wow, that's new, okay. So, this arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot in an arcade in a while. God, now that I think about it. Yeah, 15 years. I think the last time I actually went to an arcade for the sake of going to an arcade was like... I think I was like 9 on holiday somewhere in like Spain. Yeah. It's because they went away, that's why we stopped going.
My sources say yes.
When I say 99, I was 99.99%. 99.97%. That's weird to say in a hurry. I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. Math is deadly serious. My code had made me to be warm personal front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need, right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you... Yeah, I lived in the middle of the countryside, so we didn't really have arcades either. What makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. Oh boy, do you want to talk about the family curse? I could tell you about the Wilson trip out any day. Boy, howdy. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things barely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. That's why I take things in stride these days. Aw, that's sad. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. Hell yeah, let's get in there. I mean, what the hell? Why not? Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself as I walked out the door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed it myself to jump in with both feet. And when it all came crashing down, well, I'd recovered before, I'll recover again. Meanwhile, may as well take this opportunity. So I opted to push through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. Alright, this looks like... Oh, they have Time Shooter here! Love it. Fast Cars 5. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit all smelling of copper and corn chips. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers, although it's so packed with games I probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognise most of these games. Hell yeah, man, they've got Time Shooter, like the original. considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here, and by the looks of it, really old. Although I don't recognise the game with the stage lights and things. Hey, that's Showtime stage, man. If you've ever seen a teenage girl play those, they are terrifying. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing.
My sources say yes.
Showtime stage, a collaboration with Mihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards. Huh. I recognise most of these. Whoa, is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens is new. Fist of Discomfort. Fist of Discomfort, hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's not actually that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. I don't watch esports. I'm guessing that's like Tekken. Two genres I was utterly lousy at. Hey, I like real-time strategy. I just suck at it. Over here is an old lady. Sorry, I was just talking to myself and an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. Phew, narrow escape. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket price redemption desk and wants us a ring.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
Oh, that voice rings a bell. Who voices her? The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear?
I did.
Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
Yes, is that what you... Thank you. Thank you for making that reference. That is a reference to Loading Ready Run's feed dump. If I remember right, it was talking about the latest edition of the Oxford English Dictionary that had the words chillax, frenemy, jockdom, and funplex. To which Alex remarked that that's what happens when you suplex a clown, and Cam... No, Cam said it's when you suplex a clown, and it is only a funplex if it makes the honk noise. You've been in business for blank years. A genie in my phone set up a job interview for me. I mean, let's be honest. A genie in my phone set up a job interview. A magical spacefarer or something that lives in my phone told me to come here and find my dream job. I'm a magical spacefarer, apparently. I half expected her to send me packing. Pretty impulsive me just to talk about Iris like that, but she took it in stride.
Oh my!
What they can do with technology these days. I really do marvel at what amazing things young people have in 20 blank. Although I simply love to take a sledgehammer to those blasted video game consoles that eat up my bottom line. Bloody hell, alright, she said with a kind-hearted and warm smile.
Please call me Francine. As in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it?
Fair enough.
Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband. Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
And yeah, I'm sorry.
No, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
Whoa! Time out, lady. I didn't need to hear that. Bloody hell. Yeah, that's sure is some information I needed to know. Jesus. Arikada, hi. You retire to the office to conduct your interview. I carry on out here, but it's rather noisy. Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise? I mean, I guess you just kind of become blind to it after a while. Yeah, just for them to filter out all the beeps and boops. Oh. There it goes. It's faster than the others, not bad. Let's see what you're made of. I mean, skin and bone, I'd hope. Francine leads me down the back hallway past public restrooms and into a door marked employees only. It takes all of my restraint not to... Yes, point out the extraneous apostrophe. Grammar. Little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but he's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy, he's been so overworked lately. Please have a seat. Okay. Quick is this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident I can nail the interview portion of proceedings. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs, I've held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is, I'm confident, prepared, ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Right, okay. Maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem, go with the flow, let's do this. Big dude enjoys salad. No! I need more protein. Pterodactyl soaring through the sky. Man, if we're gonna boil it down to those 2 choices, it's gotta be pterodactyl. Always wanted to be a bird. So, wait, no, dinosaurs are basically bird. Let me rephrase. I've always wanted to be a flying bird, so pterodactyl swooping around, catching up to us, staying way away from all the meat eaters. I'm excited, even if technically speaking pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs.
What's your favorite snack?
Cheese. Cheese blocks. Like those little ones that come in the little pre-wrapped packages. Favorite food question, I have this down easy. It's tacos. No, it's not. If we're talking favorite food, it's gonna be spaghetti.
When you
Snacks.
have pizza on a bagel,
Curse you. Whatever munchies lurks in the depth of a vending machine. Tacos are also my favorite snack. Oh, we're gonna bring it down this. We're gonna bring it down this thin. Where's my cheese blocks? Or like some dried fruit stuff. All right, tasty apple with almond butter. Okay, playing accordingly for any situation. Sure, let's say that's what that is. Let's say you are what you eat. Explains a great many things. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
I mean, is this an interview for real or is it a dream? I look into Francine's deadpan expression and I know she's 130% serious. Yes, I'm very good with my hands. No lawyers left to sue for malpractice. I'll probably get eaten on day 1. Nope, I'm good with my hands. I'm essentially MacGyver. Especially if what you want is a screwdriver wrapped in burning string. I like her style. An inventive brain is critical in any survival.
Why are you here?
Oh, hell. Don't put me on the point like that. Magical space fairy, my phone sent me here to
You're
find a job.
seeking a job, true? But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt. You think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks.
I mean, this is probably going to get you a lot more information about what a person is like than the usual job interview dross.
Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now,
How's that for a line?
if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long.
Blimey, that's... Why do I feel weirdly ominous?
So I ask you again, why are you here?
To be honest, I don't have a better answer than why not. Buy the ticket, take the ride, that's what I told myself. But that wouldn't cut it here. I actually needed to think this through. It's a funplex, a plex of fun, and I like fun. If someone tells you that, then they don't like fun. confused silence. I'm looking for hope. I haven't had that much lately. Yeah, according to the backstory of this, I've been in a real problem of a situation. If I don't dare to take risks, I'll be stuck. Yep, that's very true. I mean, if we're talking in character, I'm here because I need to turn myself around, because I'm in a real hole of a situation and I need to fix it, so... Understand I'm not whining or looking for pity, but my life has been a big, complete mess for over a decade. In and out of jobs, taking what I can get, settling, compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better for a long time ago. But, well, the people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try and chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. But I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job I was a lifeguard. That takes a lot of focus. I'll be just as attentive in helping your funplex. That perks her attention. Rather serious occupation, that, and an unusual step from such troubled waters to land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it. Yeah, my roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work, which makes Francine smile in turn. Excuse me. I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised the many ways one can save a life even here. Aww. Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. Yes! If only every job interview I've ever had would be that easy. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure. And yet, it felt appropriate, like it was about far more than just filling out a slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what the duties of this mystery job I'd accepted really involved. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously at the stool behind the prize desk.
Oh, how marvellous!
Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glance at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes, at any rate. It's such a relief. I'd been really stretching myself thin lately trying to fill in since the position was vacated. And my throat... If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of the 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat. Okay!
Oh, such a shame.
Grandson, no, I've not patience for such nonsense. Sorry, the last person to work this desk was your grandson. Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all the administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind all this talking has tired me out, so I'll be in the back office if you need me. Alright, so I'm here now. Seating on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaiting my attention. I could have lost hope then and there that this job would be even slightly more engaging than a diner dishwasher, but I chose to look at the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would one day become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Sure. Plus, this seems more fun than... Oh dear. Am I just gonna... I'm just kind of standing here. I crave this really impressive. I've been standing here for 2 hours now and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass or a coloured pencil set or a light-up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship laces. Oh hey, you look like you're in charge. Thankfully my first customer of the day arrives before I can start wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Or maybe not. Nope, just walking right on by me, his head buried in reading of some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Is he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado. In fact, yeah, he seems... Not often you see a guy in a powder blue waistcoat. Most guys I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. Even in an arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife. Ow! In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is rather linoleum knifey too. Okay. What are you doing behind that desk? desk. Where's Francine? I am Francine. I had some work done. Hi, I'm Ari. It relaxes somewhat on hearing that. Somewhat.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gusto for octogenaric. Jesus, she's looking good for 80. Loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So she explained the job to you, gave you the papers to sign. She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on. I'm taking it this is Gavin.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper.
Okay, so you're the boss.
I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure you manage to keep having a business, rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Oh, what have I gotten myself into? Exchanging tickets for prizes, but that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor. Oh, okay. What, the carpets?
Seriously?
The floor, the arcade. The floor, the arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around and putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. Oh god, are we going to have a kitchen nightmares situation? That's why Francine loves filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. Oh, that's nice to hear. I am not a people person, as you've likely gathered. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Natch. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently had a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked in a high-pressure customer service job before? Yup. Smelly socks? You have no idea. Right, well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. If I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi in that order. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Comprendo? Si, comprendo. Stress feeds me, makes me strong. Yeah, 911 for huge emergencies, right? Contact you if problems arise. If not you, Ashley or Naomi, leave Francine alone. But I'd hazard that if the arcade's on fire, I'd rather call the fire department, right? Well, of course I enjoy not being on fire.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly.
We'll get along fine.
I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
Okay, I'm just going to take a real quick second to get some water because I can feel my voice starting to go. Alright, we're back. I've got water. So I'm not gonna choke on anything. Magical art of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture, but his expression softens somewhat afterwards.
I take it Francine told you her theory. That this is more than just a job. More than just an arcade.
Oh yeah, that is my understanding, yes.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job. Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong, for one reason or another. Me? I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically.
Alright. That's an interesting approach to things.
The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard.
So I hear.
Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
I can do but my damnedest. Yeah, he's not being aggressive, so... Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out my why. I'm not hit... Oh dear. I'm not a voice actor, can you tell? I'm not here to step on anyone else's dreams in the process. I'm here to do my best at supporting everyone. Good to hear. Yay! I'd say we share some of the views then. It'll be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. Wow! Jeez, this guy, he really doesn't like that last guy. Hopefully this hive of weirdness will help you find your dreams along the way. Defender of dreams. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but don't worry, I've had jobs like that as well. Since I'm already here, you'd rather I stick around. That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it'd help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi could likely use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Okay, we've got a sneaky one then. The workshop's through that door there, the one next to the UFO catcher, the crane game Tuesday and Saturday. I know what a UFO game is. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads into the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first co-worker ended up being a slightly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be, but he's not a joke, definitely. I can get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them from jerks, especially at first glance. I figure I can give this guy an honest chance. Anyway, I could go meet my next co-worker, this Naomi that he mentioned, although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones around until now. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe, leans from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. Turn the handle and step inside. Oh wow, that's a hell of a... What is that? That looks like the Soviet launch console. In a little room tucked away from the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend. The girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering... Well, that's an achievement, if she's shorter than me, bloody hell. The girl about my age, and certainly not my height, is tinkering away with what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Didn't realise they had so many circuits. Yeah, don't touch those things, they'll fucking kill you. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air into the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me. For lack of a better way to interrupt her, I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense.
Oh.
Hi.
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
And yet here I am. She said with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Ari Kader. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Oh! Hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my text. Oh, whoops.
I do that all the time as well. She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench for a huge stack of green notifications and messages lying wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. No wonder she didn't know. I didn't notice her until now. She was totally focused on her task. I always assumed retro arcade nerds were fat middle-aged guys. No, yeah, she was like completely absorbed. If I scared the hell out of her like that. This room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated, with heavy doors closed behind me. I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. But what I first noticed is her smile, even when squinting to see the tiny components on the circuit board, even when laser focused, she was smiling.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
Yeah, he sent me. He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Ugh, yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor.
It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
What happened last time? We're on the same page here.
Oh, well, I dropped it.
Oh. Right. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube slotting in the... Don't touch the cathode ray tubes, Jesus Christ. Those things... I might be remembering this wrong, but from what I understand, those things can hold a theoretically lethal charge for days after you unplug them. Slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back into the other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards, but it's a surprisingly hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've ever seen inside one of these things. It's weird, lots of empty space, a couple of large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. Why is it? Make conversation. It's the first time seeing the guts of the game. Don't know much about how arcade games tick. I figured it was packed full of circuits and things. Naomi keeps working using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks. It could be packed in tighter, like a bar top or a cocktail cap. I'd say the uprights favour the form over functionality.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down, but I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. Fair enough. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the keyring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's a genuine joy in that smile, not just the job well done, but looking at the whole thing, it's like a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the basil artwork. The what and the what and the what? With a sigh, Naomi points out the key features to me. The strip across the top where the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the basil. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is. Working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well... a bunch of weird looking boxes in a row looks ugly. Yeah, it's beautiful in its own way. It's a very distinctive style. Where she stares lovingly at this. Well, honestly, this box of wooden circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself, all of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you made it run in an emulator or in a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny.
Woohoo!
Finally, so few people understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk about that stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Don't get me wrong, I can get along with him, generally, but his whole attitude is just, oof.
Ugh.
All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. Really? I didn't get that vibe from him. If anyone's gonna ruin this funplex, it's him, not my words, it's inevitable. Yeah, Gavin gave me the whole speech about protecting their dreams. That looks like a pretty sore point here, a long-standing argument that the new guy really shouldn't get involved with. And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin, so I'm not sure she'll pry out it. But I kind of want to know too. Don't rock the boat. Clear the air and find more. Let her keep talking. Yeah, let's not start a fight. What's there to do that's fun
What?
around here? You know, that's not what I meant. Always ask awkward non-questions when You just started here and I'm dumping the workplace gossip on you. That's mean of me. Yes, please avoid workplace gossip, for the love of God. Try to stay cheerful, really, no matter what. But try and succeed different words. Yep. Anyway, don't worry about it. Gavin's my problem, not yours. I mean, I gotta work for the guy, so kind of... Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of guy. I don't know how you got that impression. A strong guy, at least. A guy, that's enough. I'm slightly insulted. Okay, let's get to it. carefully pull this monstrosity into place. There we go. Jeez. I gently ease the rolling dolly forwards, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbours. The two-wheeled dolly makes it easier, but it's hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. Oh god, I can't imagine the damage that you do to those things if it actually topples. But with the work done, she's all smiles again. Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but thanks for helping me out, Ari. I think you're going to do great here. Yay. Happy to... Oh, right, stomach growling, food required. Except, I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I didn't pack lunch.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Thank you, Iris. So, any good restaurants within walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh, not really, no, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheapo Wub Sub sandwich plate... Wub Sub... But even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Oh, alright. She's off scurrying back into her hidey hole. And she's back scurrying from her hidey hole. Wow. She presses a box lunch into my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mum, who learned from her mum back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles. You're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? It's your lunch! When I first walked in there as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What are you gonna have for lunch? Oh, I'll just get some nachos from the vending machine or hit the whole store next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway. Eating healthy was
See
important.
ya!
Okay. I'd say Naomi definitely fits with Francine's ideals for the arcade. She's got a love for these games and it shows. And giving me her lunch, being a total stranger, that's a kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. So, bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute and hopefully has plenty of calories. Armed with a box of health food, I returned to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Probably shouldn't leave the floor unattended, but... Ahem. The room where I had my bizarre interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my long lunch. What? Incoherent screaming. Coherent screaming. Await death. Oh man. Coherent. Bah! Fuck! I opened my mouth as wide as I could and let the fear fall from my lips, my mind devoid of any emotion but horror. Whoa, it's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Away, demon! A real human being, I promise. It's just a costume.
Hey, so...
Jesus.
I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really?
Don't sneak up on a man like that.
Can we start over, maybe?
Yeah, let me just pick up the bits of my heart that just exploded all over the room. I nod my own head slowly, although it could just be a muscle spasm from being in shock.
I'm Ashley.
Hi, I'm terrified, and also Ari.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
Okay. The Funplex what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex, after all.
I didn't see any signs. That's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
This morning. This morning.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you just had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right up to the employees only door. I mean, there's no one out there and it wasn't locked. How did you get the auto?
Ooh.
You could have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who writes his passwords down. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed.
Let's see.
You needed to lie and wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code just to find me. Keeps going and going. Is that how I come across to people, as a creepy trespasser? I mean, we've not exactly been that communicative so far, so it's not surprising that these people don't know who I am. She's definitely passionate about this fiction scenario. She's got quite the imagination. Yeah, she's on fire. I mean, wow, I'm suitably impressed, but albeit slightly terrified. She can just take an idea and run with it. Where she's running with it, I'm not even sure she knows. How would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped, but for a price. Ashley realises she's been babbling to herself for a good couple of minutes. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I've got to find some way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children and broken machines. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Oh, jeez. I mean, I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Cosplay? As we switch topics, it's like a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favourite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognise you for what character you are. I can get behind that. Yeah, no, it is empowering. Like, I've done cosplay before, and it's really fun, especially when people ask you for photos. Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats. Got a favourite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. I have one. I just don't know where it is. In fact, I made this one. Damn. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume. It's hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So Pinky, is your creation intentional? Yep, it looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? If you're going for terrifying, then yeah. I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. Yeah, I don't know thing one about actually making cosplay in terms of like actually stitching and sewing and like making things, but damn, you clearly know your stuff. It's interesting how everybody at this arcade has one thing they're super passionate about.
Thankies.
Thankies. Aww. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. Hell yeah. I wear it around the phone press to liven up the clouds. Crowds. Get people pumped to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds to pump all the kids to be adored by. Secret between you and me? Ashley motions for me to come closer. I'm not sure I want to do that. She leans in, glances around the room once, and talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was given an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Yeah, limbs falling off does seem bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday I danced with a little girl, must have been like 5-6 years max. Anyway, we were next to Showtime stage and she tugged on my arm and whoosh, off came the arm. The girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you're consistently scaring people and it's not just me.
Nope.
Don't want that to happen again, I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? Apparently. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend the floor. The floor is the thing I am attending when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. Thanks. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I have a sense of humour. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine. Have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yes and yes. Although they seem like they aren't too keen on each other. Yeah, what's with that? Rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. We should just hurry up and make out already. Yeah, wait, what? Seriously? Are they going out? No. But they always bicker like an old married couple. It's a classic anime cliche, the ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words. Consider them marked.
Beep beep.
Why is my phone buzzing at me? Time to get back to the grindstone. Didn't even get a chance to eat.
No.
Oh yeah, I've been standing here the whole time chatting with her. You eat up, I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket next to the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor for a bit. Fair enough. We can actually get some food. I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart. Aww. It occurs to me that I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. I mean... Man, I like her... She's got a lot going on in that head of hers, I just don't understand it at all. No, that's mean. She's, yeah, it's rare to meet someone who can treat everything with such wild abandon. The way Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things she's passionate about just warms my heart. Yeah, it's... Getting your friends to gush about stuff is an amazing feeling. I wonder if one day that I'll be that excited about something. Jeez, what kind of dead fish am I? Anyway, with lunch in my belly and the break time complete, the second half of my workday can begin. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done, late rising pros are heading out to the arcades of choice, with Ashley covering... Easier to get someone to do it than others. Yeah, true. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor, looking for problems or potential problems, or just making sure everything's a-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my co-workers. Good first impressions at any rate. Cooperation's going to be a must. I've had awful co-workers before and they can really drag it down your day. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get all of them the which to tackle first. Loud crowd at the stage. Someone cursing up a storm in front of a fist of discomfort. Irate customer near Mr. Moopy's magic maze. Let's take care of the grumpy dude first. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. The cardinal direction of left. And quickly rush all 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Come on! Oh boy. Angry rando. Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note to self, ask Gavin for a name tag. Yeah, do I get like an armband or something? Floor attendant. Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. Oh boy. Where's the flying dropkick button? Shit to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Wait your damn turn! Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume mask, but I can already feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak. Sir, there are children present, please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick that fat piece of bark off this game and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Figuring I ought to hear the fat piece of side of the story before I start rushing to a judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. And he doesn't even notice my tapping, so I tap again, twice. Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's magic maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee, thank you Naomi, which simply reads Moopy. You know the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff? Okay, so I'm guessing this is Pac-Man. Yeah. A bit terse, but as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points. Wow. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Whereas this other guy would probably, holy bleep, that's a bleep of a high score. Excuse me. Right. Sir, can you please wrap up with your game? No. I'm keeping good pace here. Plenty of live stocks on par with getting close to the world record for the kill screen. Somehow the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when it's draped in his British accent. I feel like I'm watching a documentary program on the BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other people want to play the games too. He finishes clearing out the current board and pondering his predicament. Okay. At first I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? For a moment I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and they roll around in bed covered in money and, sorry, covered what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I have never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s. The dude's rolling in Benjamins. One moment, please, on it. Fortunately, Iris had already had my messenger app open for me with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in. Customer wants to buy a Moopy for 3k. What do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid $200 for it plus parts, yes, absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Okay then. Although, how's Naomi going to react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit. It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of grasp on the real cost of an old arcade machine. I knew this workplace drama was going to catch up with me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, I've got to make a decision. Oh boy. The game was $200, but I'm not sure we should sell. $3 grand sounds about right. It's yours. I'm not sure if we should sell this game. Oh boy, don't put me on the spot like this. Oh, and I've just noticed that this guy's shirt is that dude. It's the little wizard. Oh man. Now I've got to pick. I mean, $3 grand for an arcade. Like, if we're going to be selling it for $3 grand, that's a hell of a thing, and you know. I mean, my heart says panic and try and figure something out. Like my heart is telling me like we should probably check to see how popular this thing is, because if it's not that popular, then we probably shouldn't sell it and like keep with the long-term profit. You survived Pinky. I did survive Pinky. That's true. I'm gonna go for it. Three large is more than fair. It's all yours. I quickly pocket the money, feeling vaguely like a thief who will be eaten well tonight. Mind you. You want me to get the dolly and wheel this whole thing out of here for you? But he shakes his head. Absolutely not. I'm leaving this game right. But you bought it, so I can play it whenever I want, for as long as I want, provided nobody else is already playing, of course. Wouldn't be proper to interrupt someone. But I wouldn't want to take it away from the Funplex. Naomi would cry. We can't have that, right? What? Huh? I guess not. Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we're kind of been ignoring that he exists. What the hell, man? What kind of arcade does this anyway? This, I'm going to Deco's Palace. I mean, I don't want... Jeez, I don't want you around if you're going to act like that anyway. And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out of the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold.
What a disagreeable fellow.
Oh, bloody hell, we're from South London. As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing, eating pellets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With that crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is. Sick bomber, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. Splashing the cash, aren't we, Mr. Moneybags? Seems to care about more than just his game. Yeah, he didn't. He mentioned Naomi by name, and the fact that he paid a good chunk up front. I'm guessing this dude's like an esports star, if he's like going for the record. So he seems to care a lot more than just playing the game. Take it from someone wallowing around the lower tax brackets. The rich can do whatever they want whenever they want. We're not getting into that, and yet it's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wanted to play, that's all. And why? Because of Naomi, because of the Funplex. It's a home and a family, for the games and for us. Maybe for the guy I sent that rando out. Maybe it's for the best I sent the rando out the door in favour of this guy. So, you know Naomi. He's happy to talk even when...
Of course. I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy. I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant? I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
Oh, you've been standing here all day. Arcade
Well
regular.
then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
He's very well spoken. You seriously just been playing Moopy all day, huh?
What can I say? It's my calling.
I can see that.
I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
The beeps and the boops?
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real world conditions.
Okay.
It's all about the emotions, the laughter and the tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Naomi gets that. She keeps Moopy in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. So what's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy's been standing here since I was working the morning shift, hours and hours, and he's only about 720k into this game. I can't imagine him being in anything other than top health condition to try this. Guy's gonna have legs made out of carbon fibre and a bladder of tungsten. Just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. He also might be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to his game. But burning questions, they burn like fire. So, you're gonna get your Moopy dipped in gold. Your score's more important than your bank balance. Just have a solid job, good income. Yeah, if you can just like throw 3 grand around like that. Yeah, is he gonna get this baby gold plated? If it was me tossing around green like that, I'd have game coated in solid gold encrusted with diamonds. Gold's heavy to break through the floor. Fair. At mentioning money, he loses interest. Not he's annoyed. He's just far more focused on his maze than any of my financial tips. But you know, it's shiny, right?
Don't think so.
I don't throw around money to impress people. Then why do you? Money removes obstacles, nothing more, nothing less. It's a tool like any other. Now that's an interesting mindset. I do day trade. Oh, okay. Stocks and bonds, but I'm here for Moopy, not to offer fiscal advice. Right. My ill-fated attempt at humour piffling out, I decided to let it go. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing.
Mm-hmm.
See ya. Well, that was weird. A weird encounter and a string of weird encounters. By the end, he sounded more like the high-score junkies you hear about in documentaries. Obsessed, driven, kind of strange. But that's not the impression I had of him from the beginning. He smiled when talking about not splitting up the arcade. Maybe I was wrong about him. I'm not sure yet. Let's see, what to handle next. Someone curse. Oh, he's still going. That was a 10-minute conversation and this dude's still swearing like crazy. Remember Iris telling me about it earlier while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games in esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record $5 million prize pool. Wow, that's a lot of moolah. And how? Okay, how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and bush and mash brawling. Fight your way down to. Oh, okay. Like you said, it is basically it's kind of League. All right. That's the action part. The strategy involves using special abilities, purchase items, and ninja summons. Right. Elegance in its simplicity. Okay, are you just reading off a review now? Some good ninjas punch bad ninjas punch dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played by the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. Look, I got out of League for a reason. I stopped playing League for a damn good reason. I'm not doing it again. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these words...
What the
Oh boy, okay. These are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You don't know my mum that well, then. You've got to be king! Oh boy. Okay, we're having some heated gamer moments here. Lady, chill! Rendo Calorist. Get wrecked. Oh, this is far from over, Scrub. I save up a little extra something for you. Yeah, some serious moments here in baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for hard. Oh hey, did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll for my dojo? Whoops, might be. You haven't been following how could XP share technique with the creep waves. Ah, good thinking. Take this. Five-fold fucking explosive deathcore technique. And then just like, Sekiro, death. How did you defeat me? No! I like to imagine that guy actually, like, just slumped to the floor.
Oh, GG.
I like the, Ojo-sama. I think is that called the Ojo-sama laugh? Where you do the sort of the back of the hand and all that?
No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
Yeah, on that note, I like her shirt, like the sort of aviator with the hexes. My dry eyes painfully blinking realise I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what happened, but it didn't matter. I was completely sucked in, couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was an arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Hey,
Is he
kid,
alright, by the way?
what are you staring at?
I'm-
Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
Everything is fine. Seeing as I don't even know how to begin to even consider how to respond to her question, I ought to take a moment to collect my thoughts. From what I've gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as L7 Gaming, Arcade Esports Team. She's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot considering who I've run into. She'd be fun to hang around. With that level of excitement always gushing out, I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life. She's clearly having fun. What can I say? People love winning, and it seems like she wins a lot. At least between bursts of, what did Iris call it? Saltiness?
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like. It's creepy.
Oh,
So,
sorry.
are you gonna quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
Yeah, I'm gonna get shit canned so hard if I do that. From what I've seen, I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. No thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play the game while I'm working.
You work here?
Don't sound so Why does everyone sound so surprised? I'm actually pretending to work here. Shh. I enforce arcade law within this noble funplex. Yeah, I'm not gonna be aggro right away. Yes, I enforce arcade law. New floor attendant. If the game eats a quarter, come to me. Wait, yes, I'm fucking serious. Okay then, welcome aboard this runaway
Hey,
train.
they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Ari. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them some time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in vast clay ovens. Ah, Gavin's just slagging. Oh. Well, I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thank you. No problem. We gamers got to stick together. Hell yeah.
I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
Who introduces themselves like that? I figured that when you put your arms over your chest, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen
Hey,
Bee."
I do not sound like that.
Verbatim.
Well, maybe a little.
Verbatim. Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here besides Purpur and Tio, so you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about him. There isn't a betting pool. Ugh. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet? Nope. I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Whoa!
Living under a rock for the past decade? I mean, kinda. If you consider a small yet formidable apartment as a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. I'm being corrupted. Help! I'd like to learn more. It's part of my job to know about all the games here. True. And if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Lead me further into the dark abyss, my mistress. Don't be weird. Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet, and upon further inspection I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. Oh, I see. She's like strapped it all up to her laptop. That webcam there broadcasts on my own personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. costs a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each building. But after doing this for a couple of years, it's easy peasy. Yeah, on OBS I literally just click go, and it goes. Apart from Naomi grinding her teeth with my clip-on cameras damaging the paint job I made. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex rather than from home. There's so much to miss out on by sitting on your lonesome with the console version. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now? We are! Hello!
Nope, no way.
Oh. That was part of my warm-up matches. We've got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible. Even when if it's with a bunch of fodder. Yeah, you really ruined that guy. Oh, fodder. Haha. I see. Lunch meat, scrubs, losers. I get it. Queen Bee sees something out in the corner of her and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. Crews start to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. What time is it? 2:25 p.m.
Beep, beep.
Eastern. Beep beep.
What the?
I gotta go live in 5. Listen, kid, it's been told. We'll chat later, right? Sure, I'll probably see you around if you're that regular. Keep the swearing down, Lisa Little. We've got kids in here and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Him? Meh. But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13. Good enough. That means you get one F. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are some butts out there that need to
Later.
Later. With a wave and twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fist of Discomfort game. Queen Bee files up the broadcast rig and shouting and milder swearing start up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everyone's spirit burning with passion for, well, various things, but hey, passion's passion. She seems to like me, which will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being a tiny strip mall joint. Good to know. Let's see, what to handle next. Yep, and there's just the weird crowd going on at the dancing stage. In the distance I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade. That's quite the crowd this assembly. Like, larger than Queen Bee's team was, rowdier too. There has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of an emergency is necessary. Yeah, why would you put that right by the door? Time to clear the way and carve my own path of safety. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback to 1980 blank. I wasn't alive then. I can't help but nod my head a little to the beat. A pulsating mass of people have surrounded the Showtime stage, cheering the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime stage, an ultra-modern arcade smash hit, using motion tracking sensors hidden behind the coloured spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Ari? No, I have about 8 or 9 left feet. I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. Good. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning against the back wall. Wow, that's some ice here in yellow. Did you see that, Tio? I got my first AA on Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah!
Wow, these people are aggressively coloured. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressive, totes. I'm gonna keep practicing, one day maybe even surpass you. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. Oh, he's like a coach. As the next song starts, my eyes drift from their conversation to observe the gyration and intricate limb movements coming from the Showtime stage. I can feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song, can you blame me? I'm really getting into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
Don't fucking creep up on me and just touch me. Jesus. Man, look at those shoulders. I'm gonna take the spotlight. You know what? Let's do it. I didn't get where I am today by not taking risks, apparently. Back when I was stomping around on Dance Mat games as a kid, they had arrows. Not sure I'd even know how to play this one, but it has caught my curiosity. From the previous observed conversation, this guy seems to know the ins and outs of the weird dancing game and is keen to teach. before I commit to getting down with my bad self, I think I should know a little more about exactly what that entails. Plus, I'm used to playing these games solo, less chance of stomping on someone else's foot that way. 'Tis a valid point, however. How could I resist to ask a guy such as yourself? Whoa! Whoa! We've just met, chum. I mean, you're a bit of alright, but
Hey,
bloody
wait.
hell.
You're new here, right?
Yep. Very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Teo. Oh, you're him. Boogie Woogie Rando. Sort of like our leader, yeah?
Oh, please, I'm nothing really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as you.
Mate, I'm flattered, but whoa, we've just met.
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close. I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang. So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
Okay. Let's go for it. Couldn't care less that I'm supposed to be working. As a kid, I remember stomping around on the dance. Yep, welcome to the cult of Dionysus. As a kid, I remember stomping around on dance mats. Why not try it out in the 20X's Hottest Dance game, even if I technically don't know how to play yet? Without thought, I take his hand. Let's do this. As I'm about to step up to the stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way and it's creeping me out. I'm technically supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant. Really? I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage now that I think about it. Well, that's the one good thing I've heard about the man since I've been here. Yeah, he's out, I'm in. Currently year 0 of the floor attendant Ari regime.
Hello there.
It's an honour to meet you. Well, I hope we get to know each other. I'm like, wow, this guy's so polite. Holy crap. A little forward, but bloody hell. For someone who's loved Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True, most of the time during these meetups I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone else is having a blast. I too would like some blast. What about you and your feelings, Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. I like your speed. That's all I need in life. Hell yeah, man. Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with the crowd. How best to handle it? Want to film a workplace safety video? I mean, do I have to make them disperse? Yeah, let's... This guy seems like he would appreciate more sort of the fun. Start by getting to know workplace safety. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you've got to break up the band, unless you want to film one of those retro 1960s public service announcements where someone loses a leg dancing off the stage. Doing it, little shaking hands with danger. Hey, when the heat is on and the lights are shining, these things happen. I'll take care of it. Alright. I'm glad he's amiable about it. Teo jumps on the stage and cups his hands over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. I like my spot. Hey, now you know the deal. We have to be cool about fire safety. Hell yeah. It's Ari's first day, so let's show him some respect. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Now I'm gonna be the party pooper. I guess I've had worse reputations. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Ari's just doing his job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles into a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? Much. I'd nod, genuinely impressed by how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and they have the utmost respect for him. Much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
Sure, why not? As long as that dancing is within the law. Carry on. Officer Ari has spoken. That's sheriff to you. Start to walk away ready for my next venture when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Teo. Hey, thanks.
No problem.
Yeah, I can respect a man who has like control over over his minions. I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade and make a new friend. I say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. I've still got that $3 grand in my pocket. I've just realised. I should probably drop that in the strong box. My work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done, but you know. So I'm so at peace, in fact, I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding up behind me.
Good day.
Not a bad day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been. They've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy phone plan and my texts aren't free. A valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you handled yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork. I'd like, if you'd like to go and sign it, make this working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah.
So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. She's right. Francine hasn't fired him yet, right? An adorable night met you into the impromptu staff gathering.
Ooh.
Ari's off to a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more. Don't you two have jobs to attend to? Just ordered a replacement power supply for the Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain. Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? I told Francine I was looking for hope. I've been so used to life dumping all over me that I've come to expect the worst generally. And yet, I can't say that the Spunplex has dumped on me. It's been hectic at times, a little too much, but not really in a bad way. Starting to get along with my co-workers. I'm helping people with their problems. Maybe I'm finding the hope I was looking for after all. Aww. Well, we've only got a few hours till closing, and it's nice and quiet. How about we go for a bit? Speak for yourself, I've still got paperwork to handle. Does he ever not have paperwork to handle? Oh, come on, don't act like you don't, game. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What? Hear me. You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard. Oh, well, what of it? If I bring order to chaos, pinball is the very expression of that art form. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tonight. Hell yeah, I haven't played pinball in years. I need to play pinball. I want to go play pinball now. The girls are giggling and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end the first day.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
Oh, okay. The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. All laughter dying off immediately are vaguely concerning to me.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
How do you forget? A birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask? Oh god, they're gonna be in the 10s. It's a... No! No! Everything will be soaked in Capri Sun. Bar the doors. Batten down the hatches. Throwing ski balls overhand into the glass. Jumping up and down on the pinball machines, putting chewing gum into the coin slots, pulling on my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom! Doom! The end is nigh!
Well, I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway.
No! How can you do
Fun,
this?
dears.
Battle stations, everyone. I'll take the ticket desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, drink with the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Ari, roaming duty. Look for cuddle, trouble. Do what you can and prepare yourselves. They're coming. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot. Minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly, no! Children! Children! An explosion of small humans rushes the doors, bursting into arcades before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on or even just pretend to be playing. The crew assumes battle stations. Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with the pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults, Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Teo's friends both bolt for the exit, abandoning them, keen on getting out ahead of the search of kiddies, I guess. It's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos has multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and RE, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. Okay, 2-foot kids fighting over a box of cupcakes near Naomi and Ashley, an angry adult shouting at a kid near Teo and Queen Bee, a little girl crying over her stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin. Okay, this one seems to have... no one is, like, in position to attend to this. Like, if I leave the other ones, Naomi and Ashley can take care of that one, and Gavin can maybe bring that around. But right now, we've got a situation. The sounds of hardship call to me from Fast Cars 5. Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs, and I hope, beyond hope, that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now's not the time to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on and stat. As I get closer to the revving engines and clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berate a cowering boy.
I didn't!
Oh boy. It's Karen. She may want to speak to the manager. You manipulated my precious son to put his tokens into your game. You should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, there's no need to shout at the kid. Will you cool it? What's going on? I told my sweetest beyond sweet Josh that he should put his tokens into the racing game so he could play it for free. Josh earned those tokens from his own allowance. I won't get some devil shot. If he did, then that's him. That's on him. He can do what he wants with his own money. You don't need to get involved. Maybe he looks infuriated and Teo has his face buried in his hand. Actually, now that I stop and think about it, they might have some insight. The racing games are right next to the Showtime stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point of the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. And by the way, Queen Bee's brows are furrowed. I can tell something's not quite sitting right with her. Could ask for help, or I could try to solve this myself. Queen Bee's probably neck deep in her stream. I'm gonna ask Teo. Teo was right next to the action when it went down. I decided to check on with him. I know you're upset right now, but if you please stop shouting, I can get this all sorted. Teo, I refuse to calm down until this child has been appropriately punished. Oh, I've said this before. Where's the flying dropkick button? Such disrespect is tolerated in the arcade. It's appalling. Oh, I'm giving you the worst online reviews. Teo jumps down from the stage and approaches the shouting woman. He puts his hands up.
Sheesh.
This can all be explained with science. Yes! I mean, of course, Teo, by all means elaborate. Teo walks past us and right up to the Fast 5 game. He casually slumps in the driver's seat and then motions for us to come near. Let me show you both something. Points to the car console. It's got a weird wheel, which is fantastic, and totally necessary for a driving game. Pedals, gear shift, so on. But the feature Teo draws our attention to are the top coin slots, which are vertically stacked one on top of the other. Okay, so this is where you drop your tokens in to play the game. However, do you see how it's practically in the middle of these two identical consoles? Ah, I see the problem. Which game does the top slot belong to, the right hand or the left hand? Right. It's obviously the right one, right? I mean, correct? Of course not, fool, it's the left one.
Exactly.
Ari is correct, yeah. Preposterous. See, these import games might be confusing. I'm sure your son just put his token in the wrong slot. Common mistake, really, happens all the time. Considering how confused I was, I could see how a small child would be just as, if not more, confused. Honestly, mine was just a lucky guess. Yeah, I mean, it was a flip of the coin. I gave Teo a grateful look, happy that the crisis had been dealt with, and the frustrated customer would undoubtedly apologise for yelling at that boy now. How dare you imply that my precious Josh was wrong? Oh, your child's gonna grow up to be such a shitbag. I can't believe the gall of some people. Josh, get over here. We are leaving this horrible arcade right now. Yikes, I feel bad for that kid. The woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. I don't think we'll see her or her son anymore. Frankly, I'm cool with that. Once they're gone, Teo looks back at me from the driver's seat.
No can do.
No pleasing some people. No, feel sorry for our son. There's no way to treat a kid. Teo's sprightly and happy demeanour shifted slightly, eyes glazed over as he looks into the distance. I haven't seen Teo act like this before. I mean, I've only known him half an hour. He looks so upset. I wonder if I check in with him. You good? All good? I know it's really none of my business, but I should make sure Teo's okay. It seems like you can really empathise with this kid's plight. Hey, everything alright? Need anything? After pausing for a moment, the fire returns behind his eyes. Yeah, I'll be okay. Just reminded me of how I'd be treated by teachers. Oh boy. Oh boy, do I know that one. I'd space out in class daydreaming and they'd rake me over the coals for it just to assert authority. Total overkill.
Bummer.
Yeah, it really bums me out to see adults mistreat kids this way, you know? I like to treat people with respect, even when they're in the wrong. Like you saw just now with that woman. Damn, Teo! Like, you're making a fantastic first impression. I like him already. I appreciate you taking some time to ask me, you know? Shows you've got some respect too, and empathy. Yeah, you're a kind person. I do my damnedest. I do my damnedest. Not that important. I mean, you're a customer. I should probably, you know, should make sure that boy's safe.
Catch you
oh,
later.
Yeah. Is he good? How's the kid? You okay, little dude? After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kid, still shaking up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about that. You gonna be okay? I think so. I swear I didn't do anything. The other kid just came up out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot. After I lost, I got off the game and offered it to him. He just ran away. And then that woman approached and started yelling. The boy nods, wiping his snotty nose on his shirt. Uh-huh. Well, if it's any consolation, the bad lady's gone. I don't think she's ever going to come back. The boy's cheek still red, streaked with tears, lets a smile spread on his face.
Thank you.
Attaboy. Tell the nice man thanks for sticking up for me too. I nod and the boy scurries off and rejoins some of his other friends. Right, that's that sorted out, but the other two situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them, but which? Stolen tickets or box of cupcakes? Gavin can probably resolve the stolen tickets, but let's make sure that this doesn't turn into a brawl. I can smell disaster on the wind and it smells sweet. As in, I can smell the box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left near to the ticket desk, with kids swarming around it scavenging for their favourite icing colours. I recognise this music. Where do I recognise this music from? Oh, this is bugging me. It's probably like copyright free that I've just heard in other places, but it really, this feels very distinctive. At first, my initial. It's the main menu music. I don't think so. But anyway, I swear I've heard it like somewhere else. I may be wrong. Don't mind me. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought one of those icing blobbed cupcake cakes was superior to an actual birthday cake. But there are clearly larger issues at stake than that.
I want a chocolate! Don't take all the chocolate!
I want 2 cupcakes. Give me 2 cupcakes.
You'll have
Not
one.
fair! Everybody gets one, and mine's gotta be chocolate!
Of course, the kid at the front grabs the last
Finders
one.
keepers, losers weepers.
The parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and the weather and the PTA and stuff. Meaning when the first cupcake is thrown, no one is there to stop it.
Stop it! Stop it!
I want
What's all this then?
chocolate!
As blobby wobs of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over to the coin-op games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. Naomi, who's busy trying to unjam a joystick one of the kids rattled too hard, looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way. As she does, Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is a nice and inviting target for the flying confectionery. Act fast! Oh no! Try to save them both. Yeah, we're not picking favourites, just grab whatever's close to hand. I hurled myself into the action. What's all this then? No! The numbness sets in as multiple rounds of frosting-coated mortar fire impact against my body. I like this shirt! When I finally hit the ground, my clothes are totally ruined. Ow! But alas, my noble self-sacrifice could not completely protect them. Naomi seems to get the idea and shields the game with her body. A few stray cupcakes that missed me hit her, but otherwise no damage done. Ashley takes a few shots, unfortunately, but it could have been worse. As parents swarm in to round up the cupcake war and instigators, Naomi and Ashley kneel down to check on my fallen form. you okay?
Oh my!
You could be paralyzed from the next day on. Ari, blink one if you're paralyzed. No, just some faintly wounded pride. I'm not paralyzed. Oh hey, or you can talk, that works too. Naomi helps me to my feet, although I have to be careful not to mingle my icing with her icing in the
Ugh.
process. Days like these, I'm glad I wear an apron. Ew, cupcakes are food, not fashion.
Poops.
Coloured icing is just the worst. I think I can get these two out with some club soda, fortunately. Guess they got all of us, but Harry most of all. You know, that was super selfless of you trying to save us from the splatter. Speaking as a floor attendant, you score a silver medal. Yay! I shall frame it and put it upon my wall. Despite all of us ending up splattered a little, they seem to be in good spirits. I should try to keep that rolling. No mere cupcake can stop me. I'm a whole hardened defender of justice. My cupcake food was not strong enough. I must now we're going to meditate under a waterfall and train for 10 years. No! I am a grand knight of justice and something. Let's go full Don Quixote, why not? Bring it on, break more of your desserts upon my body. I shall stand guard forever. It's just cupcakes, yeah. To eat, yes, not play an oversized game of paintball with. Hang on a minute. Do you know anyone who has a butane-powered cannon? Anyway, thanks, that was a complete mess, but I guess it could have been more of a complete mess if you hadn't done that.
See ya.
So you get back to fixing this joystick, you should clean up and get back to it. Also, the party's still going, good luck. Yeah. Good luck and hey, good work. If you'll excuse me, I need to clean up poor Pinky a bit. That could have gone better, but it also could have gone much, much worse. More importantly, I kept the spirits up. Even Ashley, who has to clean icing out of her fuzzy felt, came out of it cheerful. With a brief nod from Gavin, I snatch up one of the official Funplex t-shirts to replace my cupcaked top. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe the icing off my pants, I'm good to go again. 2 problems in the can. Now to deal with that crying kid by the skee ball machine. Oh, she's gone. Well, crap. Percy looks up briefly from clearing level 78 of Moopy. Looking for that girl? I guess her parents took her home. Party turned sour for her, I suppose. Drat, wasn't fast enough. You can't be everywhere at once, Ari. Cheer up. Don't call me love. What are you, a northern old lady? Love. Right, ducky. You're still doing better than the last guy who stood your post. That's fair. Seconded. I saw you deal with that obnoxious parent and with the cupcake war. You did well today. Thank you. Seeing Gavin actually smiling is weird, but I'm not going to say no to praise from my sub-boss. Wait, does that make me the mini-boss? Things seem to be cooling down. I suggest you take a few minutes in the break room while there's still a lull in the action. Ashley and I will handle things for now, and she can swap off when you come back. Percy ducks out of the conversation without actually moving anywhere, refocusing on his game. I could use a few minutes, yeah. Thanks, Gavin. I'll be right back. I slip away, headed for the employee lounge. Alright, this strikes me as a good place to leave off. Yeah, what a day. Save. So, I think that's a good place to leave off. Wow, this is off to a great start, and my cheeks are hurting from laughter. But until then, oh, drive forward just a bit. You're right at the end of the chapter. Okay, give me just 2 seconds, and I'll be right back then. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's run it long. But I felt like that was a good place to leave off. But if we're right at the end of the chapter, then might as well continue. What a day! quirky co-workers, die-hard pro gamers, volatile kids getting to volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness or some such cliche, but nothing's really easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I drop down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back to try and work some of the kinks out of my sore shoulders, and spot an upside-down kid. Hi. Oh wait, I'm the one leaning backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. Whoop. Better. What's a kid doing back here? Hi. I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi. And you are? Mikey. Okay, that's a start. Hi Mikey, my name's Ari. What are you doing back here? This is employee only area? Wait, there's a keypad. How'd you get in? The guy at the desk dropped this. He holds out a piece of paper with the door code written on it. Score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling of being more fact than fiction. Okay, but you can't stay back here. It's, well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open, so I guess it's technically safe, but...
Please don't send me back out there.
Okay. I lean in so we can both be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the guy who solves the problems.
No problems. Just don't want to go out there.
Don't want to play games with your friends? Gives me the most cynical, bitter laugh I've ever heard out of a kindergartner.
I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here. My family just moved to the city, and before that we lived in another city. And one more for that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work.
New kid in town, huh? He nods mutely. Still, I should have busted him there and then, brought him back out to the party where the other parents could supervise him. Should have told Gavin. I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. Okay, kid, I won't tell on you, but if you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Nope. Why? I thought you'd want to make me go. You're an adult, like Mum. Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. Yeah, I'm only 26. Jesus. The new kid in town, in fact. You were the new kid? Yeah, although for me it started happening back when I was about 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school. Never really making any friends, not for years. Mum and Dad kept losing jobs and taking new ones, worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better, and man, I'm really bearing my soul to this 8-year-old. Go with the flow. What does that mean? It means you don't care. Sometimes things are good, some things are bad, but you don't care. You just do what you have to do without really being sad.
But that sounds so sad. You weren't sad? It's sad to never care about anything, right?
I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't gonna be sad, even though I really was. And then I bite my tongue, because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. Wouldn't have helped little Ari out if an adult would do this for me. So instead, I decide to be the adult that little Ari would have needed. Aliens could attack. It won't always be this bad. Oh boy. I'm trying to get a read on this kid to, like, cheer him up. I don't think cracking a gag is gonna help. It won't always be this bad, life has its ups and downs. That's not a good mentality to instill in a kid. Yeah, your mum works hard because she loves you. When I was a kid, I was mad at my parents for moving all the time. But now that I'm older, I know they... Do not burp into the microphone, Samuel. Jesus. I know they were working hard because they loved me. They wanted the best for me and were doing their best to get it. Life can be hard sometimes. It's just no fun. But there's one thing there always is, and they love you. Aww. He shoots me a doubting look, one of those little doubting looks where they don't want to outright call something a lie, but they don't quite swallow it. Mikey, if your mum was sad, what would you do to make her happy? I mean, if you had to go through school for an extra 2 hours a day, would you do it? I guess that's what she's doing. She's working very hard because she wants to make you happy. I'm not happy being alone or moving all the time. Neither is she, but she knows that if she works hard, one day you won't be alone, you won't be moving I was the new kid, remember? But now I have a home with my best friend and a good job. I work in an arcade. How cool's that? It wasn't easy, and my parents were often sad. I was often sad, but we pulled through, and so will you. Just remember, she loves you, you love her. That'll get through the sad times. It's not a great answer, doesn't solve the problem, but it does make things a little easier on Mikey. From his long sigh, I can see him releasing his sadness before offering a little smile. Not a big goofy grin, but the high of happiness, just simple understanding. Aww. There's a good lad. It's sad a lot, but I know it's not always sad, and even if she left me here, I know she's coming back. Yeah, you know what? You got some time to enjoy the party, even if you don't want to talk to the other kids, there's lots of games you can play. And hey, maybe you'll get to know someone from playing a game. Arcades are great for that. I'm sure a lot of them have sad times too, and they could use someone to play it with, someone who understands.
Thank you.
I'll play the skee ball. Yeah, I'll spot you a few tokens. Wholesomeness! Off he goes. I'm not fooling myself, I haven't fixed all Mikey's problems, I'm no child psychologist, that was entirely me flying by the seat of my pants, yeah. But for one moment there I was able to help someone in the same crappy situation I found myself long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed, no more family vacations, no more arcade visits. We couldn't afford them, and they couldn't take time off work. The whole Cader family had to learn to settle, to accept their lot in life we had been dealt, to simply go with the flow, never hoping, never wanting. Oh my god. Oh no! Juniper did her best to pull me out of that mire. I'd only known her a few years, one of the few stable times in my life, but she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. Now here I am. Today has been, well, bonkers, alternately boring and hectic, surreal and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I've been in a very, very long time. Beep beep. Beep beep. My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggests you're very happy right now. I guess I am. How did you know? I just told you. I mean, how did you know I'd love this job so much?
Oh, I know.
I didn't. What? I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, the computers can lie! Do you realise what we have unleashed? It has elements that seem to click with your optimal social requirements, a fun atmosphere, spirited co-workers, helping people out and so on. Also, I cross-reference your roommates posting talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Still
99.97%.
99.9% sure. If I said I was 99.97% sure, you'd be willing to give it a try. Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a very weird little owl.
Hooray!
From the cars pulling up in the parking lot, it looks like the party's over. It's just about closing time for the arcade anyway. Most of the gamers have filed out by now if they didn't already flee the tidal wave of kiddies. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin about my paperwork, but that can wait. I'd rather go help someone with the tidying up, or maybe go see how our VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run around checking in with everyone though. Who do I want to hang out with? Gavin's tapping away. Let's leave him to his work. Let's go say hey to Naomi. She looks like she's having a hard time. Definitely could do with her hand. Someone's jammed bright pink bubble gum into a coin slot, and she's trying to clear the sticky mess out. How could they to this poor innocent little Q-Bert? Hey, need a hand? Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, work on the second player slot for me. I've got swabs and stuff in my kit there. Grab what you need.
So frustrating.
Honestly, the nerve of these kids. No respect at all for these games. Games aren't like chew-proof machine-washable baby toys. They're delicate and deserve love and care. But they are toys, right? Well, yeah, I mean, of course, just, you know, they're also works of art. I know not everybody sees it that way. Back in the 80s, operators would just throw away games that didn't perform well anymore. In the end, an arcade has to make money. That's using and abusing a game until it's time to put it out to pasture. But I don't have to like it, right? Yeah, games rights. Yeah, game rights. You shouldn't just let them be abused, even if they do have to make money. Next time you see some kid smacking a game around, stuffing chewing gum into the slot or whatever, you let me know and I'll deal with them. Yeah, hell yeah, I've got your back. Still, need to be realistic, right? I know this isn't a museum. We're not preserving priceless treasures for generations to come. Sometimes I treat it like my little private collection, but really I do want people to play and enjoy these games. And that does wear them down in time. As long as I'm here, I'll pick a game. Get my teeth in, try it again. I'll pick up a game when it wobbles on its feet, dust it off, straighten it up, and send it back out there to be played with all over again. With the last of the gun pulled out of the slot, Naomi closes up her toolbox. I should probably pull the coin max out entirely and give them a good cleaning tomorrow, but I didn't want to let that gum sit overnight. I'm heading home soon. See you tomorrow, right? You got it.
Woohoo!
With things winding down, there's just one last thing to take care of before I'm out the door. I seek out Gavin to handle the remains of the day. Ari, good work today. Thanks, boss. Mid-boss? Sub-boss. Gavin will do. Can't say you've been a perfect employee, but my standards are impossibly high, so I'll just assume you're as close to perfect as is reasonable. Well, at least he's honest. The cost of cleaning our carpets won't be as bad, thanks to your quick thinking. Normally I'd have dealt with angry parents myself, but I was distracted. I've only second-hand accounts of your performance there, as Tio told me everything. Although Tio isn't staff, I suppose he stepped up to handle that rude customer with rational and calm attitude, so I'll consider that handled. I'm pleased to say the sale of Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze for the full $3,000 will indirectly offset a few of these costs. Fair enough. I'm glad you consulted me on that and stuck to your guns on the pricing, even if I'd be happy to be rid of the relic entirely. Why it's still here is a good question. Was I not clear I wanted it gone? Percy didn't want to break up the family. They're machines, not people. He also didn't want Naomi to be sad. Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let it go, I'd say. Are you giving our poor little Ari a hard time, Gavin, dear? Miss Francine, I thought you were napping.
Let's be sensible.
Naomi's dream matters too, as does the dream of Percy, that poor fellow. Or isn't Percy stinking rich?
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
I know you mean well, wanting to keep with everyone's dreams afloat, but sacrifices made in that name which shatter the dreams of others, well, that's not what the Funplex is about. Ari, you understand, yes, the reason why? Why am I here? That's the question she asked me during that interview. Now I think I understand. I came here today looking for hope. Hope I could do more with my life than compromise, settle for what I can, and go with the flow. Everybody I've met today is full of hope. Gamers chasing scores, people following their passions. No one here is willing to give up on their dreams. Not even you, Gavin. You know we're better than this, Gavin. We don't settle. We chase after our hopes and dreams and won't accept anything less.
Apologies.
It's difficult to balance my idealism against my realism some days, but I know in my heart I need to err on the side of idealism, even in if my mind screams a process. I can assure you you are still keen to work here. Yes, absolutely. Gavin fetches a nearby stack of forms. Fill these out tonight, hand them to me first thing in the morning. And welcome to the Funplex. Welcome to the family, I'd say. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine. Man, I wish I could get me a job like this. Hot damn. One bus ride later and it's home again. Home again, jiggity jig. Juniper, already home from work, bounds over eagerly to interrogate me on my day.
Hey!
It went well. Well or well? Really well. The little app came through, despite being terrifyingly omniscient and just a little bit unnerving. You got to mention adorable. That's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear things worked out. You even came home with a smile like you did when you were a lifeguard. Huh, I guess I am smiling. Interesting.
By the way, there's just one teensy-weensy little question I have for you. Why exactly did you order a giant crate full of pizza bagels?
Oh no. Then neglect to mention that part. Yes! Yes, you did! I hope I didn't have to pay for that. That's like... Those things look like they're $10 a pop. Level 01 of Arcade Spirits complete. Yay! Save. Let's at least get through the sort of epilogue. What a prize, you'll get one of these after each level you clear, plus some extras for various endings and other hidden thingies. Check your score. Mateo has definitely taken a liking to you. Dance fever. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet and compassionate soul. Like I say, I try my damnedest. Also, you've scored 5,550 points. Nice, keep talking with people to get the score up. Today's pizza fact. Americans eat approximately 100 acres of pizza each day, or 350 slices per second. Wow. Now I'm hungry. Do you want to save again for Creed Level 2? Yes, save! There we are. Chasing ghosts. Alright. I think that is a good place to leave off, and we shall catch up next time. Until then, I have been your host. Thank you very much for joining me on this amazing journey, and thank you, Dio, for suggesting it. Good night, and much love.